off a daily fantasy. His number too high, then I'm probably fading him. He been on the road, he gon' eat up my salary. I hit a buy, he gon' lie before lock. Play back to back, then I probably won't pick on the DFS bachelor, good as it gets. Bit a few liners and hit me a leg. He had a good game, but that might be a trick. Log in the Slack so I know who to pick. Sharing our liners, we all gon' get rich. New to this game, you should come to the pad. You might want some cash and get a good laugh. DFS sports, we gon' run up a bag. He heard every game and it's making me mad. You buying your lineups, I think you a cheater. DFS bachelor, he the new leader. Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bachelor Pad. I, of course, am your host of DFS Bachelor, and for a rarity, I am writing solo during a League of Legends video. Mike is not with us this evening. First things first, so you're stuck with my stupid ass, you know. What are you going to do? First things first, seriously, thank you guys all so much for all your kind words, for your support. I hope all of you moms, aunts, grandmas, great aunts, great grandmas, single dads, all of you had a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you all were good to your moms. I have the greatest mom in the world. I'm running a little late tonight on this video because I was actually cooking for my mother. I made a beautiful shepherd's pie. That's right. So treat your mothers good. A big shout out to all you moms making the world go round. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the team. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Truly appreciate that. Get access to all of our content sometime soon here. We may be able to get back to some NBA videos for the playoffs. I'm excited for that. Of course, we cover everything for the NFL. If the WNBA plays, there's a chance we'll see some of that. I go back and forth on that all the time. I think this break from sports gave me an attitude adjustment where I'm just craving any sport. So I'd be willing to cover that as well. So hit subscribe. I truly appreciate that. Leave a comment in the comment section. Sometimes it just hits me during videos and we do giveaways and different stuff based on your comments in the comment section. So be sure to check all of that out. Hit subscribe, comment. I do appreciate you all very, very much. So we got a 2-game slate. Shouldn't take that long. Let's get through this so I can get back to hating Jerry Krause and watching the Jordan documentary. I don't know if you guys have been watching that. It's a nice refresher course on Michael Jordan and, of course, on how much of a fucking idiot piece of fucking Jerry Krause was breaking that team up. How you can go from being a terrific general manager and really doing a great job building a team to a complete and utter fucking douchebag like Jerry Krause is beyond me. But don't worry, because Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen let him know all about it. And I can't wait to watch episodes 7 and 8 tonight. So let's get to this. We have a 2-game slate. This is the Brazilian Challenger Circuit. So essentially what these teams are playing for is to move up to the CBLOL, the main league in Brazil. This is a secondary league. So this is the 4-team playoff. These teams have played each other 3 times during the spring. They have all been 1-game sets. Tomorrow will be best of 5. These matches start at 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time. So our first game, Santos Esports versus Fuck all, whatever you want to call them. These teams played 3 times. So Santos Esports is the number 1 seed coming in. They were 11-4 during the spring session. In the 3 games these teams played this year, Falcao actually beat them twice. So 2 of their 4 losses came to this Falcao team, and we had some big, high-scoring games. If you look back, all the way back, their first meeting was on February 4th. Kills 22-6, a game that Falcao won. 22-6 is a massive kill score for 1 game. Their second game on April 13th, which was just less than a month ago, another game that Falcao won. They won that 24 kills to 19 kills in that game. Now, that kills is not the only reason you win the game. You could certainly have less kills and still win the game. 24-19 is a massive, massive score. And in their most recent meeting on April 30th, so about 2 weeks after that game, they played a pretty boring game where Santos Esports finally got their revenge, and they had 11 kills to 1. That game was a 25-minute game. Santos Esports just blew right through them. Title of your sex tape. There we go. So if you look at these 2 teams as well, so I've given you what they did against each other. Falcao for the spring session averaged 14.5 kills per game. Santos Esports averaged 16.3 kills per game. For me, this is the higher scoring game on the slate. So my primary stack wants to come from this first game. One thing that really stood out, the top laner Bugax for Falcao. The top lane really determined all three of these games. And Bugax had some high kill games, high assist games. I like the upside at 5,800. Santos Esports, of course, they are the favorite because they're the number one team. But again, Falcao won 2 out of 3. I think it's justified having exposure to both sides of this. Look, in a 2-game slate, you're most likely going to fucking tie at the top. Even when you finish first, you're still going to chop. It's very, very unlikely unless you make a super unique lineup and it works out where you 2 players from 3 different teams and somehow that finishes at the top. Primarily, the first place lineup are going to be 3-4 and 4-3 stacks. I want my 4 players, my primary stack, to come from this first game, and I'm going to have exposure to them on both sides. One good thing about this, there's only one team on the slate tomorrow with a backup, and that's at the support for Team 1. We'll go over that when we get there, so you're going to know the starting lineups. Again, I will have that confirmed on my Twitter page if that news is available before they start at DFS Bachelor. So you can find me there. Any news, updates, I throw some guilty pleasure music out there. Once in a while, I get drunk and say some crazy shit, just have some fun. So feel free to follow me there on Twitter. I'm just gonna have equal amounts of both of these teams. And then when we get to the second game, I have one team that's clearly the favorite in the second game for me. But I really like both sides of this. Of course, building with your 80. Now, if you are doing a Santos Esports, Santos Esports Team 1, which for some reason Team 1's a favorite, you're going to have to get a little cute so you have enough salary. Going to the jungler for Santos Esports, Hyoga is absolutely fine. You can use him in the captain spot for some salary savings. And also, like we talked about, if you go the other way and you're looking for salary or just trying to be different, the top laners were really effective against each other in this game. Bugax is a guy who does have some high upside. One thing to note, I noticed a lot when Santos Esports had high kills in their games, they were playing through the mid lane. Rainbow had some big scores, so I think Rainbow is a nice captain option as well. I'm not so much looking for either of these teams in my team slot because I think the next game has a lot more 3-0 upside and you want that games not played bonus. So I really like the team slot, supports, etc. Your secondary stack for the second game, the Havana Life or Haven Liberty Gaming. I just want to go to Havana. I just want to go to Havana and chill. It's on my mind. And Team 1 I like in the team spot. So let's go to that second game. So these two teams played each other 3 times this year. Haven Liberty won all 3 matches. They played on March 9th. The kill totals, Haven Liberty 13, Team 1 6. The second game on April 22nd was 14-4. And the third game, which they just played on Wednesday, just 4 days ago, was 16-5. Haven Life won all 3 games. If you look at their season stats during the spring split, you have Haven Life with 14.7 kills per game. Team 1, 13.5 kills per game. Haven Life, I just have very little interest in Team 1. It will be the team I have the least exposure to. What I do find interesting is they have Team 1's players more expensive, and they have them as the favorite on Draftkings. They got spanked every game by Haven Life. I think there's some 3-0 upside here. Haven Life, Haven Liberty have the blue side for game 1. Santos Esports, for the record, have the blue side in game 1 in the first match as well. So I like Haven Life a lot. When you go through their team, again, this is going to be where my secondary stack is. The one question mark, of course, Team 1 has 2 supports. They have Ponj, however, just come up with a name that people can fucking pronounce, for crying out loud. Am I crazy there? Anyways, Ponj, he played even in the last game where they won to move into this position to be here. He was their support. He's 99% sure he's going to be their support tomorrow. Now, something could change again. I will verify that on my Twitter page at DFS Bachelor before the game starts. But in terms of secondary stack, I do like for Haven Life their jungle Karyok. Their jungler had some big games, especially against Team 1. When they were playing well, they played a lot through Karyok. So I like him in the jungle. The mid laners I talked about. I like the mid laners and 80 carries from the other game. That's where I'm going to be focusing my attention mostly, just because that has the higher kill upside, as seen from 2 of their 3 games. I mean, a total of 28 and 43 kills in 2 of their 3 games is very high. Now, you're hoping to avoid that 11-1 nonsense, But if it's your secondary stack and they win 3-0, you're going to get the games not played bonus, which is huge, especially in the team spot. So I really like this for the even if you're going to do exposure to team one, I still like that as a secondary stack, but I prefer Haven Liberty a whole lot more. The 80 carries, Flair, and PBO. Again, I just think that Haven Liberty has the advantage at every spot, and that is the team I'm going to focus on. I think it's pretty simple. And if you really want to protect yourself and guarantee yourself to at least have one lineup that cashes and you hope it finishes at the top and makes up for the losses of your other one, then just make 4 lineups. Santos Esports Team 1, Santos Esports Haven Liberty, Haven Liberty Falcall, Falcall Team 1. That's simple. Boom, boom, boom. Do some different 4-3-3-4 combos. I do that a lot. Like if I'll make 20 lineups, I'll do, 5 different sets of the same 4-3-4, 4-3 stacks and try to catch that one that chops at the top. I think that's it. Pretty simple for a 2-game slate, especially when we don't get all the crazy draft details that Mike has. You're not going to get that from me. I don't know what meta's dropping what magic there, but I can watch the games. I can analyze the data, and that's what it's telling me. For me, give me a bunch of Santos Esports and Team Falcall paired up with Haven Liberty. I think that's the way to go tomorrow. That's the way I will be going tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching. This might be one of the quickest videos I've made in a long time. It feels kind of good. I'm not going to lie. Again, cheers to all you moms. Hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. May the fantasy gods be with you tomorrow. Mike got very lucky. His spiting of the fantasy gods did not burn him in the ass during our last video, so I know he's doing a victory lap about that. I really do appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate that. Again, may the fantasy gods be with you. Happy Mother's Day. Good luck tomorrow. And we'll see you for the next schedule, whatever weird shit's going to be happening with League of Legends. I know soon there's going to be a tournament with LPL and LCK, so I'm pretty excited about that. And one of these leagues is supposed to be starting again in about 10 days so we can get back to some 6-game slates, get some meat on the bones and really have some advantages. It does get a bit tiresome doing these 2-game chops everywhere, but again, it does give you a chance to... There's only so many ranges of outcomes, so it does give you a chance if you're making multiple lineups to chop up top and, maybe turn $50 into $500. You could easily see with 10,000 to first tomorrow, chopping with a bunch of people, about $1,000 is what you're probably going to tie for at first. It could be even less if it's super duper chalky. I'm not sure how chalky this will be because I think people will gravitate towards that favorite team 1 there and Haven Liberty. Just beat the living shit out of them every game. So I do like that. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all again so much. And we'll see you for our next video. Hopefully tomorrow. I know Wednesday, Mike and I will be with Sportsbook Review. We'll be doing a round table over there with Lee Martin. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll have a link to that up in the Twitter page once that is released as well. We'll be talking League of Legends betting, straight up live betting, etc. Thank you all again so much. Goodbye, folks.